Welcome to Guardians of the Black Village channel. Thanks for coming by. Today I really want to talk about black on black violence. Is such a big problem in the Black Village. Why are black people killing each other at such astronomical numbers? Let's start with our black youth. Our black youth are involved in black on black shootings at just outrageous numbers. Our black youth nowadays seems like they don't care about human life at all. And I know some of this has to do with the drug situation in the Black Village, where our kids are being addicted to drugs. They're being forced to sell drugs. And this is causing such a problem for the Black Village. I just want to talk today to Black Village people, to those who are making our youth to sell drugs, to those who are making our young girls to prostitute themselves, to be on drugs in the Black Village. I know most of you are Black people doing this against your own Black Village people. Our young people are killing each other and don't value human life anymore. The gun violence in our neighborhoods, Black neighborhoods, is outrageous. First of all, I am against police killing Black people, and I'm outraged by that. But Black people, we need to be even more outraged when we as Black people kill each other. Why are we not out there demonstrating when Black gangs kill our young people walking our streets, going to school, minding their business, at home, studying and doing their homework, and bullets riddle through their houses and kill them mercilessly? And we, the same Black people, we cover up, we don't turn in those who are killing our people. Black Village people, hear me today. The problem with us is us. The problem with us is us. I'm not minimizing the systemic racism. I'm not minimizing the violence by law enforcement against Black people, the racial profiling, the system that is against the Black Village. But I can say, as a Black person, after analyzing our village and seeing what goes on in our Black Village, the problem with us is us. We're the ones with the guns killing each other mercilessly. We're the ones abandoning our families. I'm speaking to Black men in particular. We're just going around dropping babies all over the place that we cannot take care of. We have no self-control over our bodies. We're just all over the place from one woman to another woman, dropping babies that we cannot take care of. There's no commitment to the family. The Black family is in a disastrous place where single mothers are raising our kids alone. There's no fathers around because our Black fathers, our Black men do not want to commit to family, do not want to commit to raising up their children. This is a pandemic, endemic in the Black Village. Our Black men are not around. And on top of that, they are at higher risk of being put into prison because of the behaviors and the decisions they make. So this is just a vicious cycle. We're having kids we're not ready for, dropping babies all over the place, single mothers have to end up raising these babies by themselves. So these babies are practically raising themselves. And so they're raising themselves. They're not trained properly. Our kids are not trained properly. Our kids are not trained to value human life because they're basically raising themselves. No discipline, no form of law and order being instilled into them, that you have to follow the laws of your surroundings and of the land. The 10 Commandments is thrown out of schools and out of our homes. We don't value those anymore. But the 10 Commandments said, thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill. And those values of the American system, they're based on the 10 Commandments. Even though they've removed them from the schools, they've taken them from, the different places of public places. But it was because of those commandments and those laws that we were able to develop our own laws. So thou shalt not kill is still a law. Our young people do not value human life anymore. We have 13-year-old black kids with guns, 18-year-old black kids robbing stores and stealing and killing people at gunpoint. Black village people, the problem with us is us. What are we doing about the gun violence in our neighborhoods, our black communities? What exactly are we doing? We have black people, drug dealers, bringing in, onboarding our young men and women to make quick money, compelling them to sell drugs, compelling them to prostitute themselves, and desecrating the black village. The problem with us is us, because a handful of people want to be rich fast, so they're willing to sacrifice our communities, our children, the security of the black village. They're willing to sacrifice that so they can have their big houses, their mansions, their pools in their yard, their basketball courts, their tennis courts. They can have money in the bank and their fancy cars at the expense of our young men and young women and of our black village neighborhoods and our black village communities. They don't care. The problem with us is us. And these are black people turning our black villages into war zones. People are doing drive-bys left and right, just shooting at people. No value for human life at all in our black community. We don't value human life. But let me remind the black community that there is a commandment in the Christian Bible as well as the Jewish Bible. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill. In the Jewish Torah, in the Christian Bible, the laws of America are built on that. Thou shalt not kill. Our kids are being given guns so they can go and kill each other because of drug territories. You cross my territory, I'm going to kill you because it's where I'm going to sell my drugs. Nobody cares. We should be brothers and sisters, caring for each other, not building territories and lines so that if one of us crosses and then you start shooting at each other, killing each other like animals. We have value. Our human life has value. We say to everybody else, Black Lives Matter. But look how we treat each other. We kill each other like animals in cold blood. And we kill people and go about our normal business as if nothing has happened. It's like second nature for our community youth, our community people. Kill people and go about normal as if nothing has happened because we want drug money, we want fast money. The value of work, hard work, is not instilled upon our kids at all. The value of hard work, our kids know nothing about it. We want to get them expensive $200 shoes, expensive designer clothes. So we want fast money, fancy cars, because this is what the Black culture is selling to our children. That you're not anybody unless you have these things. Designer clothes, live in big mansions, have 10 or 20 cars in your garage. And our Black music is even worse. Black village people, the music we're putting out is filled with violence about killing each other, desecrating our women with nudity, and that's why our kids are having sex all over the place. No value for their bodies, no value for each other. Having kids, having sex, having children they cannot take care of because of the music and the culture. We have to take an inventory as Black people. The problem with us is us. Our Black musicians are spewing sexual indecencies, making our kids to dress lewd, have no regard for their bodies, full of profanity. They're just in curse and using language that are just terrible. Because the parents, Black parents, use such gross profanity around the kids. So the kids are cursing, using profanity like crazy. The music is profane. Our culture has been profaned by violence, profanity, no value for human life, no regard for the family. Black village people, the problem with us is us. Our Black rich people are not helping us, our communities. All they care about is their wealth and not the well-being of the Black village. Spewing out profanity in their music, spewing out a lifestyle that doesn't help the Black family, of violence, of guns and drugs, and making it okay for drugs, making it okay that gun violence is okay, that to own guns is okay, that to kill people is okay, because you want money, you want to be a millionaire. So our kids and our young men and women are going astray because of your music. Our young people are going astray because of the movies you're making that doesn't preserve the Black family, promote the Black family. It's okay to sleep around from woman to woman or whoever. That's what you're saying to our kids. Have kids and just leave them on, and you can't take care of them. Black village people, the problem with us is us. We cannot blame the system anymore. Yes, the system is against us, but we have made it easy for the system to arrest our children because we don't value human life. They're killing each other with drive-by shootings. Adults in the Black community are enrolling our young men and women into violence, into the drug lifestyle, enrolling them into prostitution. Our Black music is leading our people and our culture astray with no value for human life, no value for the Black family. The Black family is in crumbles. because we are not teaching our Black family to commit to the family, to love their family, to do whatever it takes that is honest. That means working hard, honestly, not through drugs, selling drugs, or the wildlife, but promoting the Black family. We have done a disservice to the Black village through our music, through what we are producing out of Hollywood. Is not promoting family life. It's not promoting hardworking lifestyle. However, it's promoting fast money, corruption, violence, sexual perversion. This is what our Black people who are up there as in films and in Hollywood and in the music industry is spewing out. You are desecrating our Black communities. You are desecrating the Black family with your music, with your video productions. You are desecrating the value of Black women when you desecrate our little girls and they're shaking their bums without clothes on because you want to make money. The Black family needs to be restored, husband and wife, where the children can grow up knowing what it means for a parent or for parents to work together, for parents to work hard to make a living, for parents to be committed to their families. There is no commitment nowadays to the Black family. Everybody wants to do what seems right in their own eyes. Violence so high in our communities. Homicides by gun violence in our Black communities is 10 times more in our communities than other communities. But when a police officer shoots a Black person, we have rage and we're angry, and we should be, but we should be even more angry that our Black kids are killing each other, that our Black kids are on drugs, that our Black community is struggling with gun violence, with drug addictions. Instead of our community coming together to resolve this, we, however, promote it through our music, promote it through our Hollywood productions. We desecrate the Black families. So Black village people again, our Black village will continue in the trenches as long as we do not value human life, as long as we don't promote the Black family, our Black communities, as long as we don't end the gun violence amongst ourselves. Stop selling drugs to our Black people. Drugs and guns cannot go together. If they go together, there are severe consequences. And those consequences is what our Black village and our Black communities are experiencing. It's a public health problem now. There's so much violence. It's a security problem that you as a Black person, you're walking the street and you see a Black youth coming your way. You're scared, you're worried. If they have a gun, they're going to shoot you, they're going to rob you. We need to change this story of our people being violent. Stop promoting it in your music. Stop promoting it in your videos and your movies. It needs to stop. So this vicious cycle of poverty, violence can leave our Black communities. We must do something. And it starts with each one of us taking a stand that we will not have drugs in our community. Those who are bringing drugs in our community who are Black, that we will not be the ones putting drugs in our community, but we will turn away from that lifestyle. Turn away from that lifestyle. What kind of a community, Black community, do we want to build? Is it one of prosperity, of business endeavors that are prospering and doing well? Or is it the violence and the drug addiction that we want? The desecrating of our community, is that what we want? What can we do different? Let's start at changing the narrative of violence in our Black communities, our Black neighborhoods, our Black villages. The drug trafficking must stop. The drug violence, the gun violence must stop. We must hold those who are doing these things in our Black communities accountable. Turn in your guns, lay them down. You're my brother, I'm your sister. Let's love each other. Let's work together. Let's stop the Black on Black violence starting today. I'm hoping that we can have one day all around America, where there will be no gun violence, no Black on Black violence, no Black kids robbing stores, people at gunpoint and shooting them in cold blood. That our youth will not be attracted to this lifestyle. We need just one day this year where I can Google every state in this country, and there's not going to be a report of gun violence in our nation. Maybe we can do Juneteenth, the 13th of June. Can we do that? That's going to be a day, the one day this year, where there's going to be no gun violence, no Black on Black homicides, or Black on anybody homicides, where Black people will not engage in any gun violence. They're going to lay their guns down, turn it in, begin a new life. I'm calling on everybody. Some of you can start today, but Juneteenth is the day, the one day this year we're going to start. At least that's going to be our starting point, where we focus on our community, on the Black village, and said no to gun violence. No to our kids robbing stores and robbing people's homes that they can find themselves. No to the drug addictions in our community. Let's step up. Let's have communities that are thriving, that are safe for our children to walk and go to school and not have to worry about drive-by shooting. Thank you for watching.